Hi chums, it's me again. I cut my hair, I cut my own hair, but you wouldn't be interested in that. So, I've got stuff to show you. I stole the Gary Entropy basil technique, or for you American types, basil technique, and there it is. You go to your local store, your local supermarket, and you buy one pot of basil for £1.50. No, well, £1.50, that's about $2, and you get 12 pots of basil out of it. I could have had about 40 basils if I had split them all up, but as you can see, like there's 3 and 4 in each pot, you know. So that's that. The plants, right? Okay, Scott, this is mostly your stuff here, and hey, look at that. That's the tomatoes. They're all doing really well, but as you can see at the front here, peppers slow, but we expect that. I'll plant these guys on in the next day or two. And then at the back here for Gary and Dale, we've got one little tomato trend there, and we've got, oh no, that's peppers. Those little peppers at the back. So we expect that. Okra. I think I'm the only person in Ireland, maybe in Europe, to be growing okra. And Gary, we're just about poking through the surface there with your bird's eye chilies, which you sent me last year, obviously, and I forgot to plant because I put them away safely in the back of the fridge and then forgot about them. But they're coming now, and I think it's well stratified, isn't that what happens when you put them in the fridge? Rob Bob's an expert in that at the moment. And Scott, there's your big beef hybrids, so they're looking good, aren't they? Now my own tomatoes here, there's the ones that were put in pots and just left to their devices, and then these are the same plants on the same day were put into the same compost but put into this box with the lid on it, and it seems to have made a bit of difference. They are slightly bigger. If we can get 2 out, we'll take out these. There's Cherokee purple there, and there's Cherokee purple there, see, and there's a difference. The ones on the left were not put into the box, and the ones on the right were. So they're about twice the height. So maybe it seems that it's not the definitive proof, but it does seem to have helped. And any help we can get is good. Dale, the other one for you is, not Dale, sorry, Scott, marigolds. These are ready for potting on almost. Those ones aren't as good as those ones, which aren't as good as those ones. So everything's coming. And Scott, those are beans, blue leg beans, the pole beans, so they're going out. There's one in the middle doing strange things there, but I don't know what that's about. And then, in the rest of the greenhouse, we've got, those are mostly sunflowers here, cabbages which are due to go out today or tomorrow, and then we've got more sunflowers. It's all, spring has definitely sprung, because everything's coming flying up. These are all gourds here, snake gourds and Caveman's Club and Hedgehog. There's another one there as well, and I can't find it. Snake, Hedgehog. There's one other one I had and I've forgotten what it is. And these are more marigolds over here. My mate Billy, I do marigolds for his garden every year, and there was a lot will go to him. These are the Charlotte potatoes, and as you can see, they're coming out. So those are the ones that were planted last year, but I didn't harvest them. So this is probably the seed potatoes coming. These are my leeks. I'll go down, try and get the camera down for you. And the leeks are looking healthy, but I did a wee bit of a cheat in those. I gave them some fertilizer, just to give them a wee bit of a boost before I put them out. And then in here we've got garlic chives. Chives are slow, and some flowers, and these are all squashes down here. Most of this stuff will end up going out to other people. What else have we got? We've got these are roses here. Roses take a lot of abuse, which is a good job because mine get a lot of abuse. That was 2 roses that my friend Michael gave my wife, and we'll come to her in a few moments because she had a close one. And I've split them, and they've done really, really well, you know. Just on my wife, for any of you that have had an abscess in your tooth, know that it's nothing nice. And my wife had an abscess in her jaw. Which side was it? It was on this side here. And she went to the dentist the Friday of last week, and he took a top off the tooth to allow the abscess to drain, but it didn't drain, it blocked. And on Saturday morning, the abscess was going down into her neck and she was starting to have trouble breathing. So I brought her straight to hospital. The dentist in our local hospital, which is very good, said, no, you have to go to Purtisburn in Belfast, which is the specialist where they do the neurosurgery, that sort of stuff, you know. If you want something to go wrong anywhere in Europe, go to Northern Ireland because our doctors are superb. Unfortunately, it's because they had so much practice putting people back together for the past 40 years that were blown up and shot and stuff, but the skills are there, you know. Anyway, Rosemary ended up in the facial surgery ward, and on Sunday morning they did an operation and took 2 teeth out. 2 abscesses. She must have been in absolute misery. 2 abscesses went down her neck, and they said that if we had waited to go to the hospital until the evening, she would have been in an ambulance and she might not have made it. So if you know anybody with an abscess, make sure they keep an eye on it, because I never knew that an abscess could end up going down into your throat and killing you. So that's it. So we've been kind of a busy few days, but my wife's grand now and she's just a bit tired after the anaesthetic and stuff. Her mouth's a bit sore obviously, but she's a lot better than she was. So that's it. So that's why you haven't seen much of me, but a few more videos going up, you know. So hold on, my phone's vibrating here. What do we see? There's me. Get it in front, there's my phone. You have 3 new messages. Just look at these. Dale Calder, first message, Dale Calder. Hi Brendan, please show us your hair. I would love to see how well you cut it yourself. All the best, Dale. He's very polite, isn't he? He's very polite. What's the second one? Niffer58. I would like to see your hair too, please. And there's a third one here, message 3. Garden Vesper 777, or Petunia as she prefers to be called, me too. So I suppose I've no choice but to show you my hair. Remember, I cut this myself, so there you are. Didn't I do a great job on it? Now the truth be told, I had to get my wife to do the back bit, because when your spine's fused, it's very hard to get up the back part, you know. But that's where I ended up. So that's my new aerodynamic look, you know, for the summer. So that's it. So Dale and Niffer and Garden Vespers, well, thanks for giving me a wee prod to show my hair there. I wasn't going to, thought I'd bore you, you know. So that's us, folks. The next video is going to be an unboxing. I bought a bobbin sander 2 weeks ago, nearly it arrived, and I was going to do the reveal last Friday, and then this whole tooth thing started with my wife, and from then it's just been mad. So I'll probably do it maybe this afternoon or something, you know. So all the best then, folks, and I say Scott and Dale and Gary, the stuff's coming on rightly, and it looks like we're going to get a bit more growth. I've got some beans and stuff outside, but it's very windy and you wouldn't be able to hear me if I went outside. So that's where we are. Alright, so all the best then. Bye bye.